The silent passenger. The last bus of the night was almost empty, just the way Kara liked it. She slumped into her usual seat near the back, setting her bag down beside her. It had been a long shift at the diner. Her feet ached, her apron still smelled like grease, and all she wanted was to get home, take a shower, and collapse into bed. The bus doors hissed shut, and the vehicle rumbled forward, heading toward the quieter part of town. There were only a few other passengers: an older man near the front, dozing against the window, a teenage girl with headphones in, scrolling through her phone, and a guy in a hoodie staring blankly ahead, his face half hidden by the shadows. Kara sighed, leaning her head back against the seat. The hum of the engine, the occasional street lamp flickering past, it was routine, familiar, even comforting. But then, as the bus turned onto a long stretch of empty road, the overhead lights flickered. A small thing. Nothing unusual. But when the lights came back on, Kara noticed something. The guy in the hoodie was now sitting 3 rows closer. She frowned. She hadn't heard him move. She turned away, brushing off the unease. Maybe he just liked a different seat. The bus rumbled on. A few minutes later, the lights flickered again. And when they came back on, he was even closer. 1 row behind her. Kara's stomach tightened. Something felt off. She glanced around. The older man was still asleep, the girl was still on her phone, unaware of anything. Kara shifted in her seat, gripping the strap of her bag a little tighter. She could feel him watching her now. Not moving. Not making a sound. Just watching. She swallowed hard, forcing herself to breathe evenly. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm overreacting. But when the bus hit a pothole, jostling everyone, something slid from his lap and hit the floor with a dull clink. A knife. Kara's blood turned ice cold. Her mind raced. She couldn't scream, not yet. She didn't know if he'd react. She couldn't just run. The bus was still moving. She forced herself to stay still. The guy didn't pick up the knife right away. Instead, he just sat there, waiting. Then, slowly, he leaned forward. Kara tensed. His hand reached for the fallen blade. And then the bus hit another bump. The knife slid further down the aisle, clattering toward the front. The driver glanced in the rearview mirror. What was that? Kara opened her mouth, her chance to say something, but before she could, the guy in the hoodie did something that made her breath catch in her throat. He turned his head and smiled at her. A slow, eerie, knowing smile. Then he stood up, casually, like he had all the time in the world. The girl with the headphones looked up, startled, finally noticing him. The older man stirred but didn't wake. The driver frowned, glancing at the knife on the floor. Hey buddy, what the hell are you? The guy moved fast. Too fast. He lunged forward, grabbing the driver by the collar and jerking the wheel. The bus swerved violently. Kara screamed as she was thrown sideways. The girl with the headphones tumbled out of her seat. The driver struggled, his foot slamming on the brakes. The bus skidded. Tires screeched. And then, impact. Everything went black. Kara woke to a ringing in her ears. The world tilted as she tried to move. Something warm dripped down her forehead. Blood? The bus had crashed. It had veered off the road, slamming into a streetlight. The windshield was shattered, the front twisted metal. The driver wasn't moving. The girl with the headphones groaned, pushing herself up. The older man was slumped over, unconscious. And the guy in the hoodie? Gone. Kara's pulse pounded. She twisted in her seat, scanning the wreckage, searching. A shadow moved outside. Her breath caught. He was walking away. Just like that. Calm. Unbothered. He turned once, just enough for her to see that same unsettling smile, before vanishing into the darkness. The sirens came minutes later. Paramedics. Police. They asked her questions. Took her statement. But no one found him. The security cameras on the bus had been damaged in the crash. There were no recordings. No evidence. Just a knife left on the floor. And a lingering, gut-wrenching fear that she hadn't seen the last of him. Days passed. Kara tried to go back to normal. She took a different route home. Avoided buses for a while. But she never shook the feeling that she was being watched. One night, as she was locking up the diner after closing, she spotted something outside. A hooded figure. Standing across the street. Motionless. Watching. Her stomach flipped. It was him. She turned to grab her phone, call someone, anyone. But when she looked back, he was gone. She barely slept that night. Every creak in her apartment, every shadow outside her window, she was convinced he was there. Waiting. Weeks later, the news reported a murder. A bus driver. Stabbed outside his home. Kara's heart plummeted. She recognized the face on the screen. It was her driver. The one from that night. And on the pavement near the body, the police found something chilling. A knife. The same one from the bus. Kara's hands trembled as she shut off the TV. She locked every door, every window. And as she climbed into bed, heart hammering, she told herself it was over. That he was done with her. That she was safe. But deep down, she knew better. Because somewhere in the silence of the night, she swore she could hear it. A whisper. Soft. Amused. See you soon. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe.